Hi, this is Jamel with Recherche Labs in beautiful Statesville, North Carolina. I am so excited to introduce for the first time a stunning English Labradoodle boy we have for sale. This boy we call him Cooper. He is Mr. Blue of Callie and Jack's litter. He was born February 18th, so he's enrolled in master's program. He's already had 350 hours of training. Our slogan here is that we take the guess and the stress out of buying a puppy. We take the stress out by training them, but we take the guess out by waiting until they're older and listing them when they're already trained. We know their personality. We like to list them as old as possible so that you're not guessing what they're gonna look like, guessing their personality, guessing and hoping that they're trained. You can actually see it. Now, he is able to go home, or his personality, his Recherche score is 677. 6 being that he is slightly dependent. He has a very balanced dependency score. He likes to be held, he loves to give kisses, but he's not super needy. He is not super clingy. He doesn't have to be with you at all times. He can handle being by himself and self-entertained. He is not a super dependent dog, but he's also not super independent where he doesn't want to be around you. On the activity scale, he's a 7 out of 10. He does like to play. He loves toys. He loves to play with toys. He grabs toys in his mouth, likes to carry them with him, but he's not hyper, he's not high energy. Probably the greatest benefit from an English lab to an American lab is that they are much calmer. But he does have energy, does like to play, but he's not out of control, as you can see. He's not like Marley and me or anything like that. He is confident. He's a 7 out of 10. He's confident. He's not extremely confident and fearless, but he's also not shy, not timid. He is a beautiful boy. He's the biggest boy in his litter. His mom, though, is 52 pounds. His dad is 77 pounds. So our best guess is he's going to get 70 to 80 pounds. He's going to have a beautiful light yellow coat with just a blocky head. He's absolutely stunning. He does have more color than some. But he is a beautiful boy, super sweet dog. You're gonna absolutely love him, and I'm gonna show him off in training in just a little bit. Now, he's able to go home after graduating either master's program, that's training till 20 weeks of age, which is July 8th, doggy doctorates after that, which is August 8th, and doggy double doctorate is 7 months of age, that's September 18th. Now, we are very flexible with those dates, so if you want to get him between the training levels, that's perfectly okay. We prorate the price so you can give him at the date that works best for you. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see pictures of Callie and Jack. If you click in those pictures, a video will play where we summarize each of the parents. We talk about their health clearances, their pedigrees. The two things that make us different from any other breeder is number one, the quality of our parents. You'll notice our parents are English labs. They come from generations of health clearances. Callie was actually imported in from Europe. And so this is the healthiest English lab litter I have seen in America. And then the second thing is our training program. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna summarize the Puppy Training Institute, and we're gonna show Cooper in training as of today. If you don't like that name Cooper, you can change it. When they get older, we like to give them a name. It's just a little bit cuter than calling him Blue. I love you too. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna show off Cooper in training, and then I'll come back and let you know what you need to do to reserve him. Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're gonna show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, love the tug, love the cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That it builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training it's a little bit harder to show is car training, and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do Canine Good Citizen. They're all very good trainers, and we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now, we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer, they can hold their place longer, they can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only, and so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the Kuranda cot. You will definitely want to buy a Kuranda cot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. And we train them. They cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The two other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training. And this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate. And a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out. And a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of a vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area, where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20 plus people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute. Now, if you're interested in Cooper, read through this entire page. If you scroll to the bottom, you're going to see pictures we just took of him. Right above his most recent pictures are the prices for each training level. Now, some people do have a hard time finding the prices. So in this video, we're going to show you where prices are found on a typical page. But the prices you see in this video may not be his prices. You do need to look at his page. And then right below this video, there's a link. It says, click here to fill out puppy application. Click on the words puppy application, fill it out. We will respond within 24 hours. Thank you so much for taking time to visit Cooper. Again, this is Mr. Blue of Callie and Jack's Litter. Thank you so much, and God bless.